What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to take a look at a middleweight champion of the world by the name of Marcel Cerdan. He was a Frenchman. Marcel Cerdan would take the title away from Tony Zale and lose the title to Jake LaMotta. He's a very good two-fisted fighter. So let's take a look at Marcel Cerdan's career. Now, Marcel Cerdan was born in Algeria. July 22nd, 1916, he stood 5 foot 8.5 inches, and he weighed 160 pounds. He was managed by Lucien Rupp. He began his professional career in 1934. All his early bouts were in North Africa. His only loss was 2 bouts out of 96 prior to coming to America. He would face Georgie Abrams, whom he beat in 10 rounds. And his entire career lost only 4. February 20th, 1944, won Inter-Allied middleweight champion by defeating Joe DiMartino in the U.S. at Algeria's score, 1-round KO. Won the French middleweight title February 2nd, 1947, beating Leon Fortuis in 1 round. Greatest triumph in the bout with Tony Zale, September 21st, 1948. Scored a knockout in 12 rounds to win a middleweight championship of the world. He lost the crown to Jake LaMotta, June 16th, 1949 in Detroit. Dislocated his shoulder and forced him to quit. He was killed in an airplane crash on October 27th, 1949 while on his way to America to return to Jake LaMotta. His manager, Joe Longman, was also killed. Unfortunate incident. Marcel Cerdan. Now, Cerdan was born on July 22nd, 1916 in Algeria. As I said, he was managed by Lucien Rupp and began his professional career in 1934. And as you can see here, he has all wins and no losses. Max Perez in Casablanca, he defeated him in 10 rounds, just to name a few fighters. That was in 1936. KOs and wins. 1937. You have KOs and wins. Fascinating. 1938, again, KOs and wins. We get the French middleweight championship, 12 rounds. (1939), we lose on a foul in 5 rounds. January 9th, 1939, Harry Crester and London, he would lose in 5. (1941), all knockouts, 1 win. 1 win to Kid Jasnas, Casablanca. He defeated him in 10 rounds. The rest were all knockouts. So you see all knockouts with 1 10-round victory. He would lose in a foul in 8 rounds. August 15th against V. Batim, Algeria. 1944, Tony James, January 8th, Algeria. Knock him out in 2 rounds. Marcel Cerdan was a fascinating middleweight. He won his championship against Tony Zale. That was a fantastic fight. And Tony Zale couldn't handle the pressure. In the 12th round, he had Tony Zale up against the ropes. He was hitting him body and head. And then he caught him with a left hook to the chin. And Tony Zale just sagged like a clothes on a clothesline. He was just hanging there. And this was in New Jersey. And Paul Cavalier was the referee, and he prevented Tony Zale from falling on his face. And Marcel Cerdan became the middleweight champion of the world. And he would hold that title until he met Jake LaMotta. And Jake LaMotta was putting up a really good beating on Marcel Cerdan. And Marcel Cerdan said he dislocated his shoulder and he couldn't continue. Couldn't come out of the round. I believe it was the 10th round. And that's when you had a new champion in Jake LaMotta. But Marcel Cerdan, salute to him. He was a very good fighter. Had most of his fights over in his country, in Algeria. But he was a good middleweight. So salute to Marcel Cerdan. As I say, great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Salute to my subscribers. Salute to Marcel Cerdan. R.I.P. to him. I just want to quickly go over the notable names for Marcel Cerdan. He had 106 fights. Or he won 106 for 61 knockouts. Fought from 1934 to 1949. He held the middleweight championship of the world. Defining fights. 12-round knockout, September 21st, 1949, against Tony Zale to win the middleweight championship of the world. European Heroes Conquered World Champion. Other notable fights. 10-round victory over Holman Williams, Murderer's Row fighter. 10-round victory over Georgie Abrams. 2nd-round knockout over Harold Green. Harold Green was a good Italian fighter. I will be doing his profile. Knockout in 7, Dick Turpin. That was Randy Turpin's brother, former middleweight champion of the world. He was knocked out by Jake LaMotta. Like I said, he stayed on the stool in the 10th round because he couldn't continue because of a dislocated shoulder. He was unbeaten in his first 46 professional fights. Unfortunate death in a plane crash accident